What's up? How you doing? It's Mike coming to you live from where are we? Wherever this is. Coming to you live. I just wanted to try something different. I feel like I want to change up your environment every once in a while, try new things. Live life to the fullest and all that. So here we are. I really wanted to talk about this work trap. That's what I call it. It's like a work trap. And if you've read the book, if you've read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you can probably just skip this whole video. Because what Robert Kiyosaki talks about in his book is almost identical to what I'm about to talk about, and almost identical to what I see all the time. And it's this idea of the lifestyle trap where sorry, someone's giving me a weird look. I'm like, okay, like chill, I'm just chilling. It's this idea where so let's say you're just graduating college. Let's say you're just graduating high school. And instead of going to college, you decided to just go work like an entry-level job. Let's say you're working as like a receptionist. Let's just say you're making like $18 an hour, right? I don't think that's too far off the mark. $18 an hour, receptionist somewhere decent. Your lifestyle, where you decide to live, the things that you decide to buy. Oh wow, this is gonna be a problem, isn't it? Just your life in general is determined by that $18 an hour. And a lot of the time what happens is, if with that $18 an hour you can afford to pay your bills, you can afford to buy groceries, you can afford to, go out every weekend and catch up with friends, not even spend a ton of money. Maybe you're not even buying coffee and avocado toast every day. Let's say you're being conservative. What you have is still based on that $18 an hour. And there's really no way to, hold on, I'm about to just there we go. Outside of getting a raise or spending less, there's really no way to change your lifestyle past that. You'd have to go back to school or gain some kind of new skill, something that would increase your salary. Because $18 an hour, let's be honest, it can be tough to live off of that. Especially if you have other expenses, if you have a family, or if you got medical bills, if you got credit card debt, if you got student loans, $18 an hour, that's gonna go pretty quick. So there's this idea that I keep hearing about, and it's basically about having a I'm sorry, hold on, before I get into that. So the reason I call it the work trap is because you set your lifestyle based off of what you make. So if you make more than $18 an hour, let's say you get a raise, all of a sudden you're making $22 an hour. That's like that's a sizable amount. That's like a 15% raise, 20% raise, whatever that is. All of a sudden you can afford a lifestyle of someone that makes $22 an hour. So instead of not buying coffee and avocado toast, now you can afford coffee and avocado toast every single day with that extra money. But at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of, the 2-week period, and by the time your next paycheck comes in, you've already spent everything that you made. So you're living paycheck to paycheck on $22 a month, even though before you were also living paycheck to paycheck on $18 a month. So how come every time you make more money, you find a reason to spend more money, right? And so what happens too is, let's say you do go to college and you get a job and let's say you're making $30 an hour working at some firm. Let's just say some firm, I don't know. You're gonna live a lifestyle of someone who can make $30 an hour. I don't know what that looks like per se. Let's say you don't have a car, so you pay for an Uber every day to go to work. You pay an Uber every day to get home from work. After work, you go out drinking with your coworkers. You spend, you buy like 3, 4 drinks at an expensive place. That's like $40. Then you tip because you're nice like that. So then you're tipping 20% every time you go out. Then you spend $20 on the Uber back home. And then, it's late, you had a long day, you want to treat yourself, you go ahead and you order food. So you order food, you order $20 worth of food, you pay your $5, $10 delivery fee, and then you tip the delivery driver $10. So you're making $30 an hour, which is probably like $300 a day, give or take. But you've spent like 200 of that just 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 going like to and from work and doing your day-to-day business, right? And the reason I bring this up is because you don't have to be a big spender to get stuck in this trap, right? If you're making $30 an hour and you're saving half of your money, half your income, but then you get married and have a kid, kids are expensive, bro. Like kids are expensive. Kids are so expensive. And I don't have kids myself, not yet. But I have a lot of coworkers that have kids. I have a coworker who doesn't even have a kid, but they're planning a wedding. Weddings are expensive. This coworker, he takes care of his family. He has to pay their medical bills, things like that. So what happens is you get this job, you're making $30 an hour, and you decide that you don't like your job anymore and you want to make a change. But if you're no longer making $30 an hour, how can you afford the lifestyle that you've gotten used to? In a more extreme case, if you have kids, how can you afford to take care of your family if you quit your job or you leave your job? How can you afford to, take care of your parents? Send them money every month or pay their medical bills if you're not working your job, right? So I think most people would say, well, find ways to cut costs. Are you driving to work? Maybe get someone to carpool, save $50 a month on gas. What is $50 a month? $50 a month? So you're telling me that if I save $600 a year, I'm on my way out of the hole. No, that's not how that works. The way out of the hole is to buy real assets. And I'm not going to get into all that right now, but if you don't know what an asset is, and if you don't know what a liability is, then you're going to get stuck in this trap. Either you're going to get stuck in this trap or you're going to live below your means for the rest of your life. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I know people that make 2, 3, 4 times more than I do, but they still have the exact same struggles as someone who's making less than that. I know people that are making more money than I could even imagine, right? And they still find ways. They still find ways to spend all their money. It's impressive. I'm genuinely impressed by people's ability to spend their money. And I'm no different. I'm not speaking like I'm above it all. I have things every month that I waste my money on, that I legitimately waste my money on, not things that I have to spend on, things that I waste my money on every month. I'm not immune to it, but it's something that I want to bring up because I know so many people that hate their jobs, genuinely hate their jobs. And they always talk about what if this, what if that, or I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. Well, you can. You just need to find a way, you need to find a way to make that happen. Are you investing in yourself? Are you building skills? Are you finding ways that make you more valuable as a person? And the more valuable you are as a person, the more money that you can make. The more money you can make, the more money you can save, that you can put away. And then you can use that saved money to buy assets that will make you money instead of making you spend money. Things that will make you money every month instead of things that will take money out of your pocket every month. It's just crazy. Most people I know understand what an asset is, but they just don't buy them. I'm living in this generation that's always on the news about, oh, millennials have the least amount of wealth out of any generation in like the past, what, 100 something years, or millennials are wasting their money on this, or millennials are killing this, or millennials are killing that. Like, all my friends are so hardworking. I don't know. Actually, that's not true. Most of my friends are extremely hardworking. Most of my friends are extremely talented. Most of my friends just want to be the best person they can be, but they're being held back by this financial like weight. And because almost all my friends are college graduates, they got student loans. And I'm telling you, student loans are no joke. They are no joke, especially right now. These things stress me out. So I know this video is a little bit out there, but this is real. This is real life. And if you feel like you're stuck in a trap, or that you're just working, and you don't even know what you're working for anymore, I suggest that you read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm not sponsored or anything. I wish I was sponsored by them. I'm not affiliated by Robert Kiyosaki. If I was, I wouldn't be making these videos. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be here doing this if I had that kind of clout. But read this book and just really think about it. You don't have to act on it right away, but just think about what the book is saying and the points that are brought up in it. I'm not even going to tell you what the book's about. I want you to go on your own and read the book. It's free. Go on YouTube and listen to an audiobook. If you're commuting to work, listen to it on your commute home and listen to it on your commute to work. Like, what else are you doing? If you don't commute to work, you work from home, put it on in the background. And when you find yourself tuning it off, just reverse it, 5 minutes and re-listen to it until it starts to make sense to you. Yeah, I don't know. I really feel like it's something that everyone should at least be exposed to, so that they can decide if the lifestyle they're living is something they want to keep living. And if not, then it gives you some tools to actually start digging your way out of the hole. That was decent. That was decent. Okay. Okay. I think I gotta go. But until next time, y'all, I hope you have a good day. And yeah, let me know what you think. Peace out.